So husband from hell, Wi-Fi from, but Wi-Fi actually from hell. So there is this gap, this caveman, and there's this name and language, So there is this gap. There is this gap. So you have to sit on that gap. Sit on that tesseract. That's tesseract. Wi-Fi is tesseract. Where does Wi-Fi come from? How did cavemen figure out language? How did cavemen figure out names? Because name is up there, man. Name is up there beyond colors. But yeah, I'm Wi-Fi trained, Wi-Fi, serious Wi-Fi trained my brain most of my life. In fact, majority of my life, larger part of my, look at graph. I don't know. Majority of my life is with Wi-Fi. Let's see. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah, Wi-Fi has been here for a long time. So I'm new generation man, Wi-Fi generation. But I've been to India. I've been to train. And I've been in train. I know training. Even here, when I worked in DC, when I worked here in DC, I used train for 11 months every day, almost every day. So I know that driller. In train, there's that drill, the drill, that's that rough sound, which is very necessary if you want to get on the top. You have to be comfortable with that discomfort too. You have to be comfortable with that discomfort. Snake look today, snake. Good man look. Today I have good man look. But Wi-Fi training. There's not just Wi-Fi training. There's this Wi-Fi strength. Little more, even more, and max. So where does Wi-Fi come from? Wi-Fi comes from hell. Understand? So Wi-Fi training. Let's talk in depth. About that. So once you know there is Wi-Fi in the spot, now your brain, now the reality you are adjusted to also knows that there is Wi-Fi on that spot, and you know there is a phone. So you know there is a phone with you, and there's a Wi-Fi on that spot. So it's a gap. There's a gap. Okay? Wi-Fi is a gap. Wi-Fi is a gap. Wi-Fi is the tesseract gap. Wi-Fi is like my smiles. Somewhere deep in Maya, there is this beautiful smiles. Where does it come from? It's like Wi-Fi. It comes from hell. Yes, my smile comes from hell. And heaven too. My face comes from heaven. My smile comes from hell. My music comes from my soul, and my art comes from my heart. I come from Nepal. How about that? So Wi-Fi, man. Radio now. The phone is actually a radio. It's actually a radio with phone. And with Wi-Fi, you don't even need SIM card right now. You can just get an app and make a call. So radio and Wi-Fi integrated and became phone with camera. Camera now size. The size and camera and all of that is unnecessary in phone. What is necessary is Wi-Fi, radio, and telephone, and little bit camera, of course, little camera and all that. But Wi-Fi training, Wi-Fi training is necessary. We have to bring down Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi should be top product. Wi-Fi should be like diamonds. Wi-Fi should be scarce. Not everybody should be using Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi should be rare. It should be only in few spots so that people can get together and know and train themselves. Wi-Fi training is very necessary. Look what I achieved with Wi-Fi training. Wi-Fi training is necessary. Wi-Fi should be down. Wi-Fi should be down only on couple spots. for a couple years. Let's do that experiment. Let's run some tests on that.